Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I have to thank you guys for so much. I had the idea that I wanted to do this video, and then when I brought it up, you guys were like, for sure, let's do it. We want to hear your favorites, your random favorites. We don't care if it isn't even makeup related. Let's talk about it. We want to hear you talk about it. So I'm just very excited to sit down and kind of really chit chat with you guys and tell you guys like my yearly favorites. Let's just go ahead and get started because I feel like this is going to be a long video and I don't want to ramble too long. I actually have everything written down on my phone, so we're gonna go ahead and just get through it really quickly, or at least I'm gonna try, because you know your girl and you know your girl rambles. Favorite books of the year. Favorite novel that I read, it wasn't even released this year, but I actually finally read it this year. I finally got the courage to read it because I've always heard it was a rough novel to read, but I actually did it and I'm very proud of myself. I'm talking about Kite Runner. I loved this book, but when I tell you that I cried like a muh when I read this book, when I finished this book, in the middle of this book, you guys, this is such a good novel. If you haven't yet read Kite Runner, please prepare yourself to read it. Know you're gonna be in for a hell of a ride, a lot of tears, but you're gonna be left with such a good feeling. I think the author knew how to end it, and literally just thinking about the ending is gonna make me cry. This book gave me a book hangover like you would not believe. I couldn't pick up a book like right after this book. Like I had to really let this book kind of settle. I kind of had to heal from this book. I read a lot of novels this year. I read a book a week throughout the whole summer, and I could have talked a whole bunch about a whole lot of books, but I really wanted to limit myself to 2 books, 2 movies, and 2 songs. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Next book I really want to talk about is one that I haven't even finished reading. I'm so close to finishing, but the reason why I'm holding off on it is because we have started a book club in my Facebook page, my baby girl Facebook page on Facebook. There is a book club group there. I will try to link all that stuff down below if you guys are watching on YouTube, but if you guys are watching on Facebook, you'll know what I'm talking about. You're part of the crew. I Might Regret This by Abby Jacobson. You guys, I don't think I have fallen in love with a person as hard and as fast as I've fallen in love with Abby Jacobson through reading this book. I think she opens up so much. I think she is so vulnerable in this book, and it literally gives me chills but inspires me. Like, this book is so inspirational to me. I'm not even gonna lie, because she is so vulnerable. And one of the biggest things that I took from last year into this year, understanding in myself and accepting the fact, like, there is strength in vulnerability. There is so much strength in vulnerability, and you can only grow when you are in a vulnerable state. You allow yourself to learn is when you really grow as a person. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, when you are self-aware and you are okay with saying, these are my weaknesses, this is what hurt me, this is who I am, I'm a human being and I bleed. Instead of putting out this tough exterior for the world, that's when you grow. That's when you learn. And that's something that this book is still currently teaching me. She does such a good job about writing so many things in her life and describing her pains and yet her triumphs. It is an incredibly motivational book. I love it so much, and that makes me so happy that I've talked about this a few times and so many of you guys have already gone out and bought this book, and I am so thankful for that, because that just makes me feel really good that you guys are listening to me and taking my recommendations seriously, and that you guys are enjoying it, so I'm not letting you down, which makes me feel even better. So these are my 2 favorite books of the year. I love them both dearly for different reasons. One is a novel, one is, you know, real life inspired-ish, but I love them. My 2 favorite movies of the year, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be able to guess it. Life Itself is definitely number 1. Life Itself is the best movie I think of probably the past 5 years, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. One of the best written films I've ever seen. Again, get ready for crying, get ready for tears. So many of you guys have already watched it and are like messaging me and saying you guys still have tears in your eyes from that movie, but it's such a beautiful movie. And again, the way it's written is gorgeous. Everything about it, stunning, beautiful. The way it's made cinematically, the score, everything is amazing about that movie. But I think the way it was written and how they ended it, how everything came together is so... I am so happy that that movie got picked up off the shelf, because that movie actually comes with a story, and we were this close to never ever getting a chance to see this script actually acted out on screen. And I'm so happy that they gave this movie its due, its opportunity, because it's such a sick flippin' movie, and it just makes you feel so much in, what, 2 hours, I think? It's a long movie, but it's a gorgeous movie, and I love it. I love it so much, and it's the kind of movies I want to make. So second movie of the year, Bohemian Rhapsody. And fam, when I tell you I didn't even know who Queen really was before I saw this movie, yet this movie hit so close. Like, I'm being so real with you guys. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys and tell you, oh, like I was a fan of Queen before. I didn't even know who Freddie Mercury was. Para ponértela así de simple. Like, I didn't even know who Freddie Mercury was. But then I watched this movie and I fell in love with him immediately. I fell in love with this movie. I fell in love with the way they told this story, the soundtrack. I love this movie. Another movie I think everybody should watch, regardless of if you are a Queen fan or not. Please go watch this movie. I could be a little biased because if you guys follow me, you guys know I actually interviewed the cast of the movie at the premiere here in San Francisco, and I think that kind of resonated here, and why another reason why I love the movie and the whole experience of watching it. But you guys, it's one of those movies that you walk out of the theater wanting to go buy a ticket to go right back and watch it again. Like, it's that good of a movie, and it's a long movie, but you do not feel that movie at all. Same with Life Itself. Such a stunning movie. Both movies, go watch them. Music. You guys, this one was kind of hard. It's gotta be, let me find it real quick. And it's funny because these actually came at the end of the year, but the first one is Reborn, and that's off the Kids See Ghosts album by Kanye. I just want to put this out there. Kid Cudi can hum me to sleep. Kid Cudi could hum me awake. Kid Cudi could hum while I make dinner. That is never a sound I will complain about. And then my second favorite was... I need to stop this song right now because I literally will just sit here and listen to that entire album. But Ghost Town and Reborn, both beautiful songs, both very therapeutic. Both, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the first time I heard those songs was on a drive home from SAC. And I remember this perfectly. And I had to stop and do a rehearsal practice because I was doing an improv show later that week. So I had a practice I had to be at. Driving through the Fat 40s, this song came on. I was like, I'm gonna listen to this song. I showed up to the practice looking like I just smoked a fat joint because my eyes were so poofy and red, but it was because I was crying. These songs hit me so hard that I cried. I cried. And only Kanye has been able to do that for me lately in albums. I cried when I first heard Ultralight Beam. I cried when I first heard Famous. I don't know why, but every album Kanye has dropped, I've cried. I cried when I first listened to All of the Lights. He just has a way of pulling emotion out, and I think it's just because he just knows how to mix a beat so well that it literally hits you right here. And he's been known to say, like, I'm not interested in making anything that doesn't hit you right here. And I know he's crazy, I know he's wacko, I know he's a weirdo, but I love him to death. I love Kanye. I think he is a talented creature. I think he is just a soul that is just trying to find his place. But you guys can't tell me that man can't chop up a beat like nobody's business, because goddamn that man can. And I say that with nothing but love. Another song I do want to quickly mention is Cage the Elephant Cigarette Daydreams, because that song was on repeat for a hot minute. And we're very quickly, I want to ask the question because I feel like it needs to be asked. Is it Cage the Elephant as in cage the elephant, like put the elephant in a cage, or Cage the Elephant as in is the elephant's name Cage? I just want to know. I wanted to quickly mention my favorite snack of the year because I really wanted to, and when I tell you, like, this was, oh, I'm not proud of this, guys. I'm really not proud of this. I really do try to be very strict on my diet, and one thing that I can promise you that I am very proud of in myself is my self-discipline when it comes to food. Like, I am a very disciplined person when it comes to my diet. I'm a very disciplined person, I think, in general, but when it comes to my diet, I'm very proud of myself because I gave up meat cold turkey, you guys. I didn't, like, slowly start taking it away from my diet. No, I literally was like, I'm gonna stop eating meat. Literally stopped. No if, ands, or buts about it. I stopped, even though I got teased, even though I was made fun of, even though I got a lot of handed to me. I stuck with it. So I try to eat healthy, and I'm very good at telling myself, like, no, Gloria, don't eat that. You know it's bad for you. I'm really good at that, guys. But when I tell you, like, these are my absolute weakness, and I'm not proud of myself, but I love them so much. I don't know what it is about them, guys. I don't know. Oh my god, even the smell, like this. You guys are lucky I'm not attacking this bag right now because I really would. What I was trying to get at with that whole self-discipline talk is this is the one thing that is like such a weakness for me, to the point that every weekend I had to have a bag of it. And I mean, I'm very proud of myself that I only kept it to like weekends, and I was good about like not eating them so much throughout the week. But you guys, my favorite meal this summer, and I'm not joking, I had this every weekend. This was my treat if I was very good and I got things done, and this was just my reward, was a veggie cheesy gordita crunch from Taco Bell. That's when they substitute the meat with beans, and a bag of this and an apple soda. I'm telling you, that's my meal, yo. Like, that is my guilty pleasure meal to the max. And I know this is bad for you. You guys, I am so well aware that this is just chemical on top of chemical on top of fried chemical. This is just a chemical lasagna. I know that. I know that. I know this is MSG and red food coloring, okay? I know that. I know that. I'm aware. But they're so good. So these are my favorite snack of the year is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. My favorite drink of the year, I'm gonna have to go with apple soda, number one. You guys know it. I love apple soda. This apple soda, there's another apple soda out there that's trying, but it's just not it, boo. I don't want to bring it up because I'm not a spiteful person, but this is my second favorite drink though was K-Vita Kombucha, and specifically the peach pineapple one. I went to Target specifically to get all this stuff to show you. Like, I wanted to show you the kombucha and stuff, like hold it and show you, but you guys have seen it before. Also pop it up, and I'll pop up the good apple soda. This is a shitty one. But that concludes this video. Those are my miscellaneous favorites of the year. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would have gone TV show, but honestly guys, Sunny this year, still for the past 13 years, still has my heart. And yeah, I love you guys so very much. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Please comment your favorite down below. I don't care what it is. I just want to hear a miscellaneous favorite of yours. I want to hear it, whether it be a really terrible bad for you snack, or a really good movie, or a drink, whatever. I want to hear it. I love hearing from you guys, and I love seeing you guys comment back and forth on the comment section. We really are building this amazing community. I really want to keep that going this year, but I love you guys so very much, and I will catch you in my next one.